In the post-war boom, the journey of the world's
The heart of the operation.
cotton canvas belts. In the post-war boom, the journey of the world's favorite cookie began with muscle, sweat, and heavy burlap sacks of wheat.
Today, the scale has shifted from pounds to tons, with raw ingredients arriving in massive pneumatic silos managed by computers.
Decades ago, achieving the signature black dough required a baker's intuition and a willingness to get covered in cocoa dust.
Modern precision systems weigh the black cocoa down to the gram, ensuring the flavor profile never deviates. The dense, structurally sound dough had to be wrestled by hand before it could be formed into cookies. Now, gravity and automation handle the heavy lifting, moving thousands of pounds of dough to the forming line in seconds.
In the 50s, the transport of dough from mixer to molder relied entirely on manual labor and spinal strength.
Today, automated kibblers break the dense dough into uniform pieces, ensuring a consistent feed rate without human touch. The heart of the operation was the brass die roll, engraving the intricate floral pattern onto the dough at a steady, moderate pace.
Modern die rolls are laser-etched steel, coated in non-stick alloys to run at dizzying speeds without clogging.
Cotton canvas belts carried the fragile wafers, requiring constant adjustments to keep the rows straight.
Now, steel mesh belts and optical sensors maintain military precision, aligning millions of cookies for the baking stage.
The original factories were urban giants of red brick and steel, woven directly into the fabric of the bustling city.
Today's facilities are isolated fortresses of efficiency, sprawling across acres of land to accommodate mile-long production lines.
The rhythm of the day was set by the mechanical punch of a time card, marking the start of a physical shift. Modern entry is seamless and secure, tracking personnel with biometrics before they even reach the changing rooms. Uniforms were heavy cotton and paper hats, functional, but offering only basic protection for the product.
Today, the high care zone requires an airlock decontamination cycle, ensuring the outside world never touches the cookie.
In the 50s, baking was an art form. Men adjusted gas valves by hand, reading the flames to judge the temperature.
Today, thermodynamic tunnels are divided into precise heating zones, controlled by algorithms to within a fraction of a degree. Quality control meant physical interaction, tapping, breaking, and tasting the hot wafer to ensure the snap was just right.
The transition from the oven was a danger zone. Brittle, hot cookies often cracked or piled up, leading to high waste.
Modern knife-edge transfers are engineered to handle the fragile wafers with zero-gravity gentleness, eliminating breakage entirely.
The famous creme filling began as a dense, lard-based mixture, whipped in massive open vats until it held its shape.
Today, the filling is a precise suspension of sugar and vegetable oil, aerated with nitrogen in a closed-loop system for perfect texture.
Mechanical depositors dropped dollops of cream onto the passing wafers, relying on simple gears and gravity to hit the target.
Modern rotary stencil machines apply the filling at speeds of 5,000 cookies per minute, with microscopic accuracy.
The top wafer was dropped into place by a gravity chute, often resulting in the charmingly crooked Oreo of the past.
To save space and energy, modern factories utilize vertical spiral towers, chilling thousands of cookies in a compact footprint. Open-air cooling meant the product was exposed to the humidity, temperature, and dust of the factory environment. Inside the spiral, HEPA-filtered refrigerated air sets the cream instantly, locking in the structure in a sterile environment.
At the end of the line, gravity piled the cookies up, requiring manual penny stacking to organize the chaos. And high-speed star wheels catch the flying cookies and flip them on edge, creating infinite logs of product ready for wrapping.
In the packing room, portion control was a matter of experience. Workers used their hands as living rulers to measure the stack.
Today, optical sensors trigger high-speed separators, dividing the continuous log into precise calorie-counted portions.
Packaging was a manual art. Wrapping the fragile columns in wax paper required dexterity and resulted in a slower pace.
Delta robots now dominate the floor, using vision systems to pick and place thousands of slugs per minute without breaking a crumb.
Human speed limits meant that a single fumble could cause a cascading jam, forcing the entire production line to halt.
Hold the line!
Intelligent systems don't stop for mistakes. They identify and discard errors in real time, maintaining a relentless, perfect flow.
Packaging in the 50s meant cellophane sleeves and cardboard trays, assembled by hand with varying degrees of tightness. Modern flow wrappers encase the product in a hermetically sealed foil tube, excluding oxygen to keep the crunch fresh. Sealing was rudimentary, dragging the plastic over hot plates to melt it shut, often leaving the scent of burnt cellophane. Sealing was rudimentary, dragging the plastic over hot plates to melt it shut, often leaving the scent of burnt cellophane.
Ultrasonic jaws now weld the foil layers together at the molecular level, creating the famous jagged edge we all recognize.
Weight control was a statistical game. Only a few boxes were spot-checked, leaving plenty of room for heavy or light packages.
Today, every single package is X-rayed instantly, ensuring that not even a shard of metal the size of a grain of sand leaves the plant.
Quality control was once a sensory boardroom ritual. The dunkability was judged by the palate of the master bakers.
Today, the crunch is a mathematical equation. Texture analyzers measure the fracture force in Newton.
Stack height was measured with simple tools and keen eyes, relying on the diligence of the staff to catch variations. Now, laser profilometry maps the topography of the logo, ensuring the embossing depth meets the global standard. Data was physical, stacks of paper logs stored in metal cabinets, making historical tracking a slow, manual excavation. Today, a digital twin of the factory lives in the cloud, allowing AI to predict and prevent defects before they even happen. Shipping began with brown cardboard and gummed paper tape, applied one strip at a time by hand. Now, heavy-duty robots palletize thousands of cases an hour, building stable, mathematically perfect stacks without fatigue. Inventory was moved by muscle and hand trucks, stored in dark, dusty warehouses where stock counting was a guessing game. Inventory was moved by muscle and hand trucks, stored in dark, dusty warehouses where stock counting was a guessing game. Modern logistics relies on lights-out warehouses, automated cathedrals of storage where robots manage millions of cookies in total darkness.
And this is how modern factories produce Oreo cookies from start to finish.
From a local bakery treat to a global icon, the technology has changed, but the recipe remains a classic.